What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost, and first of all, I want to say Happy New Year's. Today, we're doing an update video to my favorite one of Guiding Star's Welstra Blitz arms. This is going to be a set 8 update, though, unfortunately, because I know I'm going to be 3 sets behind due to some unfortunate events. But I'm hoping with these new changes, hopefully this deck will be more plausible, and there'll be always a deck list in the box down below. So if you guys like the content I do have today, go ahead and please comment and all that good stuff. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into the right deck first. Now, always we have to debut to the energy counter because that's the essential part with playing games now, is that you can play this with the energy generator as well as you should. I don't think you guys don't mind the energy cards too much, but sometimes the dice is actually a little bit better as well. So that's our 5th card for the right deck. For grade 0, we have Blitz Chief Mechanic Warton. Now for any grade 0 unit, no matter which one it is, if you happen to go second when it comes your next turn, when your turn is, you may draw a card when you wrote upon your unit. So that's why we have every single grade 0, and this is the best part about Vanguard. You can customize your grade 0s how you like it. For grade 1s, we have Blitz Best Programmer Strazer. When this unit is wrote upon by Blitz Head Researcher Uber, you can Soul Blast 1 and you can search your deck for up to 1 product card with a grade less than or equal to your opponent's Vanguard. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So this will, since this deck's all about products and Blitz in its name, it is very much an essential deck. And I've had some experiences playing against this deck before then, and I know it's really good. For grade 2, we have Blitz Head Researcher Uber. When this unit attacks Vanguard, you may Energy Blast 3, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. When this unit is wrote upon by a unit with Welstra in its card name with Divine Skill, if your order zone has a product, Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 product cards with different card names from each other and from cards in your order zone. Reveal them and put into your hand and shuffle the deck. So this helps you search out another product cards and also operate them too. And then for the last one, we have the favorite one of Guiding Star's Welstra Blitz arms. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may Soul Blast 2, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. And this unit gets 10,000 power until the end of that battle. Now its Divine Skill is it's an active Divine Skill, so you can activate it anytime you want. But requires you to do a counter blast. Choose up to 2 product cards with different card names from your hand and put them into your order zone. If you have put 2 cards, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. That's all it pretty much is. So I know that effect is not as much, but it gets you the ball rolling pretty much. Especially for the grade 2 that we have in this deck. But that is the right deck right there. Now, for the main deck, we have grade 0s first. We have 4 copies of Blitz Dr. Gesund, which is our heal triggers, and it has Blitz in the name, so of course this would be a fitting deck for it, of course. The next card we have is 4 copies of Blitz Pilot Jagt, which is our Blitz critical trigger. And for our last criticals, we have 4 copies of Dekarcop. Basically what this card does is that at the end of the battle this unit boosted, it goes straight into your soul and you give your unit, you tell it to 2,000 power until the end of that battle, until the end of that turn, so I think. So it just adds more soul to the fire. For fronts, and I like playing fronts personally, is 3 copies of Endearing Vendor Mateyna. Now, what I like about this personal front trigger is that when this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, you may put this card into Soul. So it adds more soul to, what we have so far. I said half twice, so forgive me. And my last card is the Over Trigger, which is Star Dragon Deity of Infinitude, Eldobreath. When this card is revealed, you can give your units 1 million power, 100 million power, but then there's an additional skill. Double the power and critical of all your front row units until the end of the turn. And this why this card here is very dangerous, mainly because with Sarah Snow, who has a tendency of gaining more power and destructive abilities, this will double the power and the critical to your front row utility. For obvious reasons, it's very dangerous. So that's the grade 0. Now for grade 1s, we're not using that many grade 1s. It's mainly grade 2s, 3s, and so on. But the ones I have here is from the set 8 collection. This is the Blitz Security Varnest from set 8. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard has Blitz in its name, choose up to one set order from your drop, and you may put it into the bottom of your deck or into Soul. When your Vanguard with Welstra in its card name and Divine Skill attacks, so obviously they're talking about Welstra's Divine Skill with Divine Skill version. Soul Blast 1 and retire this unit. Choose a product card from your owner zone and operate it. And since we are playing a lot of some orders that are very important, I figure 4 might be not too bad for a beginner kind of thing. Though if you do feel comfortable, you can always take 2 of this one out and put something else in if you want. I just want to play 4 of them because, you know, I want to see the possibilities with damage zones and all that stuff. The next one we have is 4 copies of Blitz, Publicist, Fentichta, not Vegeta, Fentichta. I'll find out eventually. When this card is discarded from hand during your ride phase or main phase, if you have Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, you may call this to rear guard. Now, its active skill is a 1-turn. If you have a Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, which way you do. Energy Blast 4, choose a product with grade less than or equal to your opponent's Vanguard's grade from your order zone. Operate it. And the cost of that product's original operate abilities is reduced by Counterblast 1 into the end of the turn. So it's a free Counterblast pretty much so. So 4 of her, and then we are playing 3 copies of Planet Wall Dragon for our perfect guards of choice. We also have 1 Elementaria Sanctitude to fill in that gap of the 4th perfect guard. And also, since you are going up against decks that are triple drive and, you know, it's a free cost, pretty much. But at the end of the time it's used, it's banished from the game. Now, the first product we have is the Mole Kennel Eingarten. When this card is put from hand or order zone into drop during your turn, put this card into order zone or soul. Operate skill. When this card is operated, call this card as a 10,000 attackers critical +1 normal unit with boost to an open rear guard and put that unit into the order zone at the end of the turn. So this is one of the few product cards I'm telling you that is really good for like the 1-turn thing when you do get a chance to. And it does act as a 10k beats deck as well, so you can use it for an extra attack if you want. So that is the grade 1 lineup for this deck here. And then for grade 2, we're doing something a little bit different. So we are still playing 4 copies of Blitz Operator Troll. During your turn, if your order zone has a product card, this unit gets 5,000 power. Fitting. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is Welstra and with Divine Skill, Counterblast 1, choose a product from your order zone and you may operate it. So we're playing 4 of her, and I know you're probably all thinking, or asking this question, is having units with operate abilities a little too much? That depends, but for someone like me who does not know the customs of it, I want to learn all possibilities and see what I can do for future references. Next one, we have 3 copies of Blitz accounting department staff. Barina. Okay. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have Vanguard with Welstra in its guard name, Counterblast 1, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. When a product in your order zone is operated by another card's ability, Soul Blast 2, and you may draw a card. So 3 of her because we want to make some sure make it make sense a little bit to me. If you want to play 3 and 3, that's totally perfectly fine, and add another product card with it. But we are just trying out the possibilities of different units that are from the old Welstra to the new one and just make it make sense. Speaking of this, we're trying out this new guy here. We're playing 2 copies of Blitz Mechanic Bowen. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard is Blitz in his name, and your order zone does not have a grade 2 product card, put a card from your hand to soul and search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 product card, reveal it and put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. Now it has a Guardian ability. If your aura zone has 2 or more products, this unit gets 5,000 to the shield. So I am playing 2 of this as a test sample to see if it's even worth putting in the deck anymore, or because the shield value does amazing for the extra boost, for the extra defense skill. So what do you guys think about that one? Last for grade 2, I'm playing 3 copies of Assault Flight Carrier Lubazol. When this card is put in the order zone, if you have a Vanguard with Blitz in its card name, draw a card and soul charge 1. Operate skill. When this card is operated, if it is in your main phase, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card from among them with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, and you may call the rear guard and shuffle your deck. If it is your battle phase, you may draw a card. Now, I've seen people may play maybe a full playset of this guy, but I still want to test it out to see if there's other possibilities we can use. So if you want to go back to cutting one of these out and play one more of this one, I recommend you can give it a shot too. So that's the grade 2 lineup. Now for grade 3, I am playing 3 more copies of Welstra for Persona Ride ability, and then we have 4 copies of Extreme Satellite Weaponry Urianthe. When this card is put into your order zone, if you have Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, draw a card and energy charge 3. Operate. When this card is operated during your battle phase, by the ability of your Vanguard with Welstra in its card name and with Divine Skill, I don't know why they had that. If this card was not put into your order zone this turn, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Choose one of your opponent's Vanguards into the end of turn. It gets 10,000 minus 10,000, and if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, deal 1 damage. So I think if you want to burn your opponent like crazy, you may play 4 of this card, and that's perfectly okay. The next one we have here is 2 copies of Mobile Fortress of Obliteration French's Maximum. Operation. When this card is operated, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, and it gets minus 5,000 to the end of turn. Counterblast 1. And return a rear guard from your hand to soul. Call this card as a 23,000 attacker critical plus 1 normal unit to an open rear guard. If you called a card, put that unit into the order zone at the end of the turn. So that's what we have right here is 2 copies of this because, you know, again, better options. Maybe there's tons more options we can use, but we just can't use all of the old ways. But that is it for the update video of my favorite one of Guiding Star Welstra. I hope you guys did enjoy this video from it. So it's been a while for me since I did play Welstra and do a debut video about him, but I think he's growing pretty well. He's growing on me a little bit, just a little bit. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments down below. And if you guys like the content I do create my channel, please subscribe to the channel and show some thumbs ups and show some love for this channel. That's all I really appreciate for most of you, for a lot of you. Anyways, that's it, you guys. I hope we're off to a very great start for 2026, and I'll see you guys next video. And as always, I've been your host, Siren Frost, signing out.